Nissan X-Trail review. The 7-seater SUV market is rather crowded, but not many bring this style of hybrid tech to the party. Good stuff. Reasonably posh, reasonably practical, reasonably economical. Bad stuff. Exceptionally plain. You still have to put petrol in it despite Nissan's EVS claims. Overview. What is it? This is the 4th generation of Nissan's flagship SUV, if you can believe it. It started off as a cheap and chunky pseudo 4x4 back in 2001, part of the vanguard of soft-roaders that included the likes of the Toyota RAV4 and Land Rover Discovery Sport. Like those two cars, the X-Trail has gently poshed up and smoothed out its rough edges over the years, with Nissan trying to ape the success of its smaller Qashqai crossover in a larger format. Indeed, the X-Trail's main sell is that you can spec it with 7 seats, and now in a more fuel-sipping form thanks to Nissan's quirky petrol hybrid powertrain. Is that enough to give it the edge over the all-round packages like the Skoda Kodiaq, Kia Sorento, or Dacia Jogger? What's so quirky about Nissan's hybrid setup? It's still on very familiar territory for most drivers. You put petrol in the petrol hole and the car moves along when you prod the accelerator. Some people care about what happens in between, some don't. What's interesting about Nissan's e-Power gubbins is that the 1.5-liter 3-cylinder petrol engine doesn't actually power the wheels. That's all down to a 201 brake horsepower electric motor. The petrol bit just acts as a generator and has fancy tech that enables it to vary its compression ratio to burn petrol more efficiently at different loads. The standard configuration is 2-wheel drive, but you can spend a bit more and get your X-Trail kit out with an extra 134 brake horsepower e-motor on the rear axle for 4-wheel drive, or E4-horse, as Nissan calls it. The onboard computer trickery tells the car to produce the power where it's needed, which means the 4x4 version of the X-Trail produces 211 brake horsepower at the wheels. So will I need to plug it in? People's reactions to the words self-charging will vary in extreme ways, but Nissan is marketing the X-Trail as an electric vehicle that charges itself up. Nice try. This sort of hybrid powertrain is a solid bridging technology to full electric though. Instead of plugging it in, the car stores up energy that would otherwise be wasted under braking and keeps it safe in a reasonably tiny 2.1 kilowatt-hour battery. There's a mild hybrid option available too, which just has the 161 brake horsepower 1.5-liter petrol from the hybrid cars powering the wheels, but with the help of a mildly beefed-up battery that enables it to coast and use stop-start for extended periods. The entry-level mild hybrid manages the 0 to 62 miles per hour run in 9.6 seconds, the 2WD hybrid in 8 seconds, and the 4WD model in 7 seconds, while fuel consumption for the 3 comes in at around 40 miles per gallon, 50 miles per gallon, and 45 miles per gallon. We drove the E4-horse 4WD car for a week, and it came reasonably close to its official figures, in the low 40s. Is the X-Trail as posh as it thinks it is? If you're trading up from a lesser Nissan, or even a lesser older X-Trail, you'll be impressed by the swanky interior that's available in top-spec trims. The 12.3 inches infotainment screen doesn't pop up on the standard equipment list until in Connect a spec, for instance, but the X-Trail feels spacious, airy, and plush inside. Likewise, there's plenty of room in the middle row of the car. The 6th and 7th seats are for child use only really. In the low window line along the doors and panoramic roof, standard on Technicars, optional on Inconnecta, let plenty of light in. Nissan X-Trail, 2013 to 2022. We didn't rate the shiny plastics around the gear selector and touchscreen mind. They get smeared with fingerprints and other grubbiness quite quickly. At least there are plenty of storage areas up front to hide your microfiber cloth in. There were elements of the car we drove where the build quality let the overall package down. A bit of thunk over small bumps, say, or the variable boot floor that rattled and created a fuss over speed humps. Any other rivals I should look at? Beyond the Kodiaq, Sorento, and Jogger, you've got the Toyota RAV4, against which this car was benchmarked, and the new Mazda CX-80. Heck, we'd throw the Hyundai Santa Fe into the mix as well, although Nissan thinks it's too large to count as a direct alternative. What's the verdict? 7-seaters are expensive to run, so anyone in the market for one will be grateful for the X-Trail's hybrid economy boost. The latest version of the X-Trail looks much less like its Qashqai sibling these days, but has borrowed a lot from its sibling and retains the useful traits of practical day-to-day family usability and economy. 7-seaters by their nature are expensive to run. So anyone in the market for one will be grateful for the added economy boost from the hybrid setup, even if it doesn't offer the most engaging driving experience. This segment is as crowded as they come, though, and it's a pity there isn't much more to the X-Trail than being big and frugal. Find the Nissan X-Trail N-Trek, the ultimate family adventure SUV. If you are that adventurous family, your search for the ultimate outdoor experience is over because Nissan X-Trail N-Trek has arrived. Carefully crafted and designed to propel wild spirits, this latest addition to the portfolio of modern X-Trail models promises a style together with functionality and innovative technology. So, let's discover what makes the X-Trail N-Trek the perfect companion for adventurous families. Stylish exterior, built for adventure. From the very first glimpse that you make of the X-Trail N-Trek, you are sure to be amazed with its catchy design updates. The car is bedecked with a gorgeous dark finish on the Nissan V-Motion grille, and this grants it a more aggressive presence on the road. Unlike its counterparts, this variant sports a chrome grille that is suited for urban adventures. Together with gunmetal accents on the protective lower bumpers and a subdued black door mirror, the N-Trek proudly declares the image of hardiness and, above all, readiness for any adventure. To give it that proper rugged look even more, X-Trail N-Trek has a wide array of exterior paint finishes. These encompass metal finishes in colors such as solid gray and champagne silver, pearlescent tones of pearl white, diamond black, and ceramic gray. For an added flourish, pearl white, champagne silver, and ceramic gray come with a two-tone arrangement of a bold black roof to the more tasteful interior. They look great, but they also seem to point in the direction of meaning for families looking at taking on road as well as off-road duties. Inside, where comfort meets durability. Step inside, and you'll find a cabin styled for the modern adventurer. The addition of water-resistant upholstery thoughtfully anticipates the return of families after outdoor play dates. Worry no more about spills or muddy shoes. The interior is prepped to tackle any day. To complement this durability, an accessory package is available complete with rubber floor mats and a reversible trunk liner that make cleanup a snap after a fun-filled day. E-Power incredibly powerful performance. What the X-Trail N-Trek does best is when it comes to performance. It benefits from Nissan's pioneering E-Power system, a tiny but highly efficient turbocharged 1.5L engine paired with variable compression ratio technology. This will generate electricity to charge onboard battery, and the wheels use it to make the car move. This would allow for driving experience similar to an EV and can still handle challenging terrains, so confidence is assured. The E4ORC all-wheel drive system has two electric motors, one powering the front and one powering the rear, which enables it to control the application of its power 10,000 times per second to ensure better traction for your family as you navigate various road conditions. Whether you're on a scenic route or venturing into an off-piste, the X-Trail N-Trek keeps you steady and secure. Being an X-Trail N-Trek, this car can have up to 7 passengers on board. Hence, it is excellent for families who love going along with each other. The interior of the car is spacious enough, so there would be comfort for everyone from long road trips to just getting to the soccer field. That type of flexibility with seating helps accommodate family and gear with ease, making it an all-around practical choice. The spirit of adventure, says Arnaud Charpentier, Region Vice President of Marketing and Mobility MIO. We began the concept of the X-Trail N-Trek with the simple motto, "Let's get dirty." The truth of the N-Trek is captured in these very words. This is for families that love to go out on adventures and take as much of their precious time outside as possible. With its great striking look, a new water-resistant interior, and appealing two-tone options, this makes it a compelling vehicle to be employed in exploration for anyone interested in finding his or her way. Conclusion: ready to explore? The Nissan X-Trail N-Trek is not just a family SUV, but an opener of electrifying adventures with its stiff design, innovative e-power technology, and practical features beckoning families to explore much more. So, are you ready for memories of a lifetime? Let's talk about where the X-Trail N-Trek will take you. Share your plans for adventure in the comments below.